He told me he needed some time alone to detox from work, a solo camping trip, 1 week, no signal, no calls, no questions. I remembered nodding, pretending to understand, the perfect supportive wife. I even packed his favorite protein bars and that old compass he liked to pretend he could read. He kissed my forehead before leaving, the same way he always did before lying. 3 days later, a friend texted me a screenshot. His secretary had tagged him in a photo. Punta Cana, her tan legs on his lap, his hand, very much not detoxing, resting possessively on her thigh. The caption, "My favorite person. Paradise looks good on us." I stared at it long enough to memorize the details. The bracelet on her wrist, the reflection of palm trees in his sunglasses, the ocean behind them. He hadn't even bothered to block me. That was the moment the love died. Quietly, cleanly. No tears, just silence. We'd met 7 years earlier at a corporate retreat. He was charming, confident, the kind of man who looked at you like you were the only thing in the room that mattered. I was fresh out of grad school, working in communications, still believing that honesty and effort meant something. He courted me like a strategist, candlelit dinners, weekend getaways, promises whispered against my skin. He said I made him feel grounded. I believed him. I built a life around that belief. 1 mortgage, 2 cars, and a marriage that looked perfect from the outside. But love can hide rot, and I'd ignored the smell for too long. The first clue came months ago. Late-night messages labeled urgent. Work trips that stretched longer than scheduled. His cologne lingering on shirts he hadn't worn at home. Then, the biggest tell, distance. Not physical, emotional. He stopped listening mid-conversation, his eyes somewhere else, his hands still holding mine, but his mind already gone. I didn't confront him, not yet. People make mistakes in panic. I preferred precision, so I began documenting, quietly, copies of receipts, screenshots of text logs, a shared credit card statement with a flight to the Dominican Republic, even his calendar entries, client retreat on the same dates as the Facebook posts. I had everything I needed to ruin him. But ruining him wasn't enough. He needed to understand what it felt like to lose control. I waited until he came home, sunburned and smug. He smelled like coconut oil and guilt. "How was camping?" I asked, handing him a glass of water. He smiled, relaxed. "Good for the soul." I smiled too. I'm glad. That night, while he slept, I moved everything into place. I'd already spoken to my lawyer. The house was in my name, a small technicality he'd overlooked when we refinanced. His accounts were joint. The company he co-owned had bylaws I'd quietly helped draft. He'd trusted me to handle the legal language. Big mistake. By morning, my plan was live. His business partner received an email detailing his misuse of company funds, supported by receipts of his luxury trip booked on the company card. His HR department got an anonymous tip about his inappropriate relationship with a subordinate. And her boyfriend, yes, the secretary had one, received every photo, message, and flight itinerary she'd ever shared with my husband. I didn't have to send much. Truth is heavier than fiction. Then I left. 2 days later, he came home early, face pale, voice trembling. "Did you do something?" he asked. I looked up from my tea. "Do what?" "My partner's furious. HR's investigating me. Emily's boyfriend, he showed up at my office. He's threatening me." I tilted my head slightly, feigning confusion. "That sounds awful." His hands shook. "You don't understand. Everything's falling apart." "Oh, I understand," I said quietly. "You wanted time alone. You have it now." The silence stretched. He stared at me, realization dawning slowly, like a man watching his own house burn from the inside out. "What did you do?" he whispered. I smiled. I just let the truth breathe. When he left, he took 1 suitcase. I didn't stop him. By evening, his number was blocked, his accounts frozen, and his name removed from the deed. The secretary lost her job a week later. The company cited ethics violations. He moved in with his brother, jobless, reputation shredded. He tried to call once from a new number. I let it ring. Then I sent him a single message. You said you needed space. Consider this the detox. It's been 6 months now. The house is quieter, lighter. Sometimes I walk past the mirror and barely recognize the woman in it. Not broken, not bitter, just awake. People think revenge is about anger. It's not. It's about balance. He taught me deceit. I taught him consequence. And when he finally found out who took his place, not another man, but me, the version of me he underestimated, he realized too late the woman he betrayed had always been smarter than the man who thought she wouldn't notice.